15 years in prison for her role in the death of a mother of 5. The judge handed down investigators say, look at this. Audit of LA's anti-camping law shows about $3 million spent and only 2 housed. Isn't they were able to pull the fire alarm. People living on the top floors rushed out minutes before the blast on the ground floor. A bank employee died. At least 7 others were hurt. It's unclear if people in the bank heard the fire alarm. Marianne Robinson. Kind of conflicting stories, isn't it? It's drizzly. Took this side of the street just to try to get out of the drizzle. Heavy fog, marine layer, whatever you call it. It's wet. Oh no, it's moist. Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is June 1st, 2024. It is Saturday morning, about 8:20 in the morning. It's like 58, 59 degrees. And as I said, it's moist. Yeah, it's kind of drizzly. I just walked out of Rouse and it just started coming down. It's on my little specs on glasses. There's a homeless woman. I was just shouting as I was coming across the parking lot. And she was just, I don't give a fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck. And as I'm coming to the corner to cross the street, she's standing there, and in her right hand, she had a whole the gallon. The old cheap gallon of, let's cross here, of whiskey. I don't know what brand it was. It was just like a big, cheap, just barely at the bottom was covered. So my guess is that that woman drank there. That is a lot of whiskey. Ooh, I'm not proud to say, but in my younger days when it was Jack Daniels to begin with, yeah, I could put away like a whole 5th myself, but ooh. Even when I was homeless out here and hitting vodka, yeah, no. Oof. And I'm like, wow. And then there was another guy that just like was riding his bicycle across the street in between the traffic as the traffic's going north and south, and I'm like, fuck. And I'm just like, hey, 4 more years. This is just a whole fucking retarded. Yeah, it's the mentally retarded. How to deal with the mentally retarded. Well, I think I have a video and I will put that down. But it explains, and the mentally retarded, of course, they all hail from the left. There's Landmark. There was a movie that was supposed to have come out yesterday. I was kind of hoping that maybe we would have carried it, but I didn't see it on any of the Regal in them. Oh. Actually, you know, I've done the theater checks on that, and that looks kind of funny. There was one scene, I don't know if you've seen that movie yet. Chime in below. But I think it's a part where one of the young ladies is like going into labor. Oh, the attachy, the clingy girl, the skinny one. There was, I think she was getting out of her car or out of the cab, and maybe the cab crossed somewhat of the traffic. It's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Oh, I'm gonna kill you, and they're going back and forth. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. And she gets out of the cab, all pregnant and in labor, and she goes, I'm gonna kill the fucking both of you. That was funny, because you've ever had that moment with your wife or significant pregnant other and or just pregnant and miserable coming from a woman. Yeah, it's a little bit of Linda Blair for that split second. I wonder if today will be kind of like the same. The traffic really sucks here, and people don't know how to drive. After I got off work, and even before work, I started noticing, yeah, the traffic is... So right here at Madison, so it's basically from like after Lake up until Madison that they have the street narrow down, and then once crossing, and then it comes up, opens up and gets regular, which kind of begs the question, are they going to do that to this area as far as having that parallel parking? If they do, that's going to be a nightmare, because that means you get so congested, folks. It's terrible. So much so that people do U-turns because they get frustrated. And the motorcycle officer was busy yesterday, one right after the other. All you saw were the lights going on, and pull over. Not right now, when it's safe. Okay, go ahead. They're doing that. There's one car over here. There was one car that just actually hit me as I was crossing over behind from Target. So the bottleneck's over there, then it opens up over here, and then once you get to Arroyo Parkway in Colorado, then it bottlenecks up there. So I'm guessing maybe they're only concentrating on the parallel parking in the heavy shopping areas and freeing up on this part. It's pretty bad. Yeah, this should be interesting this summer. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of accidents. They're really already going nuts over here behind, over on Green Street, behind the Paseo, between the Paseo and the Convention Center, as they're turning into the underground parking. They got I think they have to do something with that section of Green Street to alleviate, I don't know, control the better flow of traffic. Because if it's going to be that busy on the off season, I could almost see it really getting busy during the summer season. That's it. I want to go work on some things. It's we got the Monster Palooza and I think more graduating ceremonies. Those two events right there. It's bad enough with one, but with two, yeah, people don't really pay attention to their driving or anyone around them. There's another carving, a mountain lion. The Montana. These are the very expensive, the $1 million plus, $1 million, $2 million, $3, $2 million, 4 plus residents. There's Colorado. And the otter fountain that I love over here. It's not on, but They're always very playful. So they got, I noticed this yesterday, when I was coming out of work. They had all this set up. I didn't really think too much about it. I wasn't going to check it out until this morning, and I'm like, oh, hey, I bet you that thing at the Centennial Square was because of June 1st. I think that is what it's going to be. If not, I'm sure if it happened yesterday, it would have already been dismantled. Pride Month. So they're going to celebrate and raise the flag. And I think in WeHo, they've been celebrating in Santa Monica, I think. In WeHo, the big parade and party is tomorrow. And all the newscasters are all giddy about it. Oh. Huh. There we go. There we go. Celebrate that. So I think for people that, there's nothing wrong with that. I grew up, I've had many friends, and in my culture, it's tolerated as it's always been. It's used in a lot of movies and always been incorporated in a lot of shows and everything. Also say in American television and culture and movies and TV shows. But this seems to take more precedence over thing, but with no disrespect, no disregard to any of what it is that they believe or practice or do. When are we going to be able to say, I'm a proud heterosexual male? So where is heterosexual month? Considering that heterosexual people and couples are the ones that produce. We add to the nation. Well, we can adopt, yeah, well, now you're choosing to adopt overseas babies. You're not adopting an American baby. Leslie, when are we going to get our month, our Pride Month? I say November. I say in November would be the perfect, because that's when we celebrate gatherings, family, tradition. I would say not only but Thanksgiving, but make November National Heterosexual Heritage Pride Month. And then we go into December and celebrate the birth of Christ. I think that and then we have the new year, and then that's it. You know? Flag? We don't need anything other than red, white, and blue. That's it. That's my American heterosexual pride flag. Oh, now it's getting breezy. Come on, this is a fair. Ooh, celebrations. Let's see. The Palooza, not the Palooka. Oh, holy. All right, today. Oh, yeah. The VIP entry. Gotta love those VIPs. Huh? What? Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, all right. Update. Palooza. All right. Update. Universal. I know. So, I guess you have noticed that my videos have been not really less than effortless. Okay. Less than effort. Yeah, no, I've been very, very stressed. So I haven't been back to Universal. I've still been off the week. trying to get this alcohol server. I got the food. That's all done. So the reason and the urgency, because I think the California alcohol serving laws changed early last year. And I think it was right around April or something of last year that California came with a new thing that everybody had to be state certified, which is a good thing, right? I mean, it's a good thing. The better judgment of people that we have out there, the less incidences that we can have wherever, especially at a restaurant or a bar or a nightclub. And that also goes depending if they have food or not, or just strictly drinking establishment. So you have to go and register. They send you the special key and the code to access what module and what particular thing you have. That way they can keep a track and see of us who has taken it and who hasn't. So did it. You have to pay $3 to register with the California State Sheriff RBS. And as I said, then you got to go find the listing of what particular provider has it, whether it's closed captioned, a different language, and they have a whole slew. So you have to put in language, closed caption, and also some other field. I can't remember, so 2 or 3 fields. And then you click search, and then you get a whole list, and you find which one particular best suits you. And then you have to go to their website and register and pay $11.99 for their course, to take their course. So you did that. I did that. Took the course, finished the course, passed the course, and I'm thinking to myself, stupid. I did it. I showed the screenshots. I sent it. No, Charlie. Read it carefully. You need to send these screenshots. So I need to go back. So I went back to the portal, the RBS portal. It'll say your name, your registrant number, your state server registrant number, and then it'll say underneath whether you're certified or not. That way it's public record and everybody can access it. You know, I guess they'll know. Simple. Certified, not certified. Just 2 things. It's not certified. I'm like, okay. So then I got an email from the course that I took. This is all we didn't get the last piece of information, so I re-entered it, and they're like, okay. So then I go back to the RBS website, and there's a new prompt that pops up. Okay, ready to take exam. And I'm like, wait a minute, I just took the exam. No. So you have to take, so you're paying $12 to take a driver's learning course per se. Then they will notify the RBS that, hey, this guy passed. They finished the course. Now they're ready for the other course, which is the state course. Okay, so I'm like, all right. Now, there's a myriad of providers. There's the other field, whether you want it online or in person. So they do have also the option where you can go in person and take the schooling. Almost, kind of, I don't know. Either way, so you take the course and everything else. The problem is also, and I went to YouTube and I also checked with like Instagram and TikTok, how different and difficult this test is. I guess they had a change or a revision, because I guess early on it was only 40 questions. It's now 50 questions. And the course that you take covers maybe 5 to 8% of pertaining to the act. There's other stuff on the state question exam that doesn't cover. Like some of the moral, it does cover some moral issues, common sense moral issues, like how to turn down. You don't say, nah, buddy, nah, you've had too much. Yeah, you look pretty fucked up. You know, you have to be kind and courteous. You're like the driver behind the car that's in front of you. It's your job, it's your responsibility to make sure that you don't run into that person. So if they're going to take off and stop all of a sudden, you have to be aware. Same goes with serving alcohol in an establishment or in a food also establishment. So you have to judge. You don't necessarily have to really keep count, but you know that the limit, the average for consumption is about a drink. Maybe like 100 proof. It's, I think, an hour and a half every hour and a half, but average of one drink an hour. Whether it's a spirit drink, regular 80 proof, or a malt beverage. I think a malt beverage is an hour and a half because it has higher content, even though it's more. And then a beer is the same as a spirit drink. So they ask a lot of other questions like, whoa, and I'm looking through my notes on my journal, and I'm like, okay, they didn't cover that, they didn't cover that. So I took the test twice. I only have one more attempt. You have 3 attempts to take the test. If not, go back, do another $12 course, and then come back and pay another $3 fee to redo the whole thing. I failed on 2. Actually, the second time I got 36 point something percent. I got, again, the second time yesterday, 36, I think the first time was 36.6. This time I got 36.5. So I have one more attempt, and I'm going to do that today. It sucks. So if I don't pass, then I'm going to email them and say, hey, look, I gave it my best shot. I did my health exam. I did this and did that. I got my shoes. I joined the credit union, direct deposit. The only thing is I just didn't pass, and I understand via email. Ooh, it's foggy. Oh, it's the rain, the drizzle, the moistness. There we go. So, I haven't passed it. What happens now? I mean, am I terminated, or do I do something else other than until I pass my exam? Because I don't think that was covered. I think it was assuming that everybody's going to pass it with flying colors, which also I don't know if anybody else passed it on. So it was pretty damn hard. It's really, really hard. You have to know about the liability laws, who's liable, who also in courses is liable, and what situations are liability, infractions. You have to know some law, 3 sections of the law. It is a lot. So we'll see. So that's why I haven't been concentrating, nor have I been, because I was kind of wondering. I'm surprised that no one asked, Charlie, you haven't been to Universal Studios. Let's go see the park and stuff like that. Because I feel so bad that I haven't been able to pass this yet. That if I have time to be able to do this, I should be doing this properly and not going to the park. So that's another reason. I'm not going to go to the park when I should be concentrating on this and work. So in between work and doing the test and everything, it's been a lot. And not having Wi-Fi, well, I have to come here and everything, and in kind of inclement weather. So yeah, that's why. That's the update. So it's frustrating. And then dealing the thing over here at the apartments, and we're going nuts again. So wow, it's a lot. My plate is almost as full of stuff like this as it were at the Carlton house. Hey, Amazon's setting up over here. People are coming in. And it's still a little drizzly. Quite a drizzly. Yeah, ain't seen any costumes yet. Nothing yet. It is still early. We are supposed to actually get in. It's going to get quite warm. I think middle of next week, Wednesday, like San Fernando is supposed to get 90s. Desert air is going to be really hot. Beautiful place out to drive. Quite busy over there indeed. It stopped being drizzly. That's a plus. It's not as cold as it was earlier, but see how warm it gets. Wowzers. I didn't know about this line over here. Wow. I think it's passed all the way down to the docks over here. There's some cosplay. Oh, we got a Beetlejuice. We got a Beetlejuice. I can't wait for that movie. Holy cow. We got fruit vendors. Like Amazon set up. Probably got like a little game over here. Hopefully next time we come back out, the sun will be out and be a lot more people. I'd like to see some more cosplay out here. Oh, by the way, did anybody happen to catch on the Day of Judgment De Niro's little speech? Did anybody catch how short? I did not know he was that short. I saw his elevator shoes. I mean, this is beyond platform. These are like elevator shoes. I think they're like 4 stars. No, they're good. 4.5, 5 inches thick. They're huge. They remind me very much of the old Frankenstein boots that they used. I love this shit. The evil twins. Oh, criminy. He's got Guido. Guido's looking a little stiff. I was hoping to see a pyramid head. Oh man, I can't wait for that to come out. Next to Resident Evil, Silent Hill is my second favorite franchise. I don't know, that's just... movies could be so awesome if they just really tried. Looks like there's an Alice. I would love to see that turned into a movie too. Mad Alice. A soda? Oh. Got a doctor's mask on. Oh, how appropriate. Ah. What? Don't look so over thrilled. We're missing a few dozen, right?
I think he's a good height for this spot.
Okay, for sure.
What'd you say?
Hey, I don't need the cone. I'm not like De Niro with the platform shoes.
He is locked in. I like that.
Great picture with a smile.
Holy cow, 1 year.
Charlie. So you know you're loving it. And then put the pizza sign in the corner. Like that one? Okay. Go ahead, Jordan. I'm just letting the two know.
Whoa. We've actually come a long way in 1 year. Hey, wait, what's... I'm just gonna put it here then. So now we got more merch on the end. This is the way the big boss wants it. It looks cool. We have our new...
Yeah? Not today, okay? When we come to see it.
And we got a lot more promotional stuff. We got... This is why they were hoarding all the posters. I was wondering where they were. I want one. Let's see, we got any new skins out here too? No, Twisters, Aliens, Horizon, and promos. Nope, that's it.
Not bad, Pinky. What can I say? I'm a natural.
Second, third, countless wars of religion and righteous belief.
Garfield! 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 Garfield!
Mike, come on.
Mike's like, no, I already did this shit already.
Well, we don't want to cover up.
Oh, yeah.
on.
Oh geez. Oh geez. Oh geez.
It'll all be all right with her. It'll all work itself out eventually. But you gotta know.
We have this going on tonight, though. So this is where we're gonna have we have the UFC fighting venues. It's big. It's quite large. Tonight.
Closed captioning is available for tonight.
You folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, we're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on, and it's late, I'm tired. I'll post tomorrow. I love you all, stay safe, be smart, and be kind.